Oh, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life that I expected of myself rather than a life that others expected of me. This is the primary regret of the dying, and this is also the theme of today's video, because as we develop ourselves as human beings and in our careers, we don't want to look back on what has happened thinking, God, I wish I could have done it differently. Welcome to another episode of ROI 180, where we in the next 180 seconds or less will return your invested attention in us with a higher value yield more than any other video on the internet. So let's get to it. So for my birthday, I received this poster. Choose discomfort over resentment. You might think I thought this video was about regrets, but the thing is, you have to understand one and the other. They kind of relate to each other. Resentment has to do about the people, the personas, or ourselves that we have experienced throughout our life that we resent, that we try to push away from, that we choose to not associate ourselves with. Regrets has to do with singular actions or the things we did not do in our life. That can also be the things that people didn't do in our lives that we regret that they should have done. Now, why is this important? Well, because they kind of tie into each other. So if you think about your life looking back, oh, I have regrets, that might be fine, but what is it that you resent? So here's the thing, you are either one of two people. Either you live a life with regrets or you live a life without regrets. In either case, I don't care. As long as you don't live a life with resentment, because it is resentment that will close up your mind and make you bitter, even though bitterness feels so fantastically justifiable. It is a terrible thing to end your life with. So that's why I love this poster so much. Choosing discomfort over resentment is choosing to be forgiving, choosing to be open-hearted, choosing to look back at all the stupid stuff we did and still look ourselves in the eyes today and say, you know what, you did as best as you could with the information you had available. Another way is to create a shared relationship to truth in your relations. That's very discomfortable, but it also is something that liberates you and those around you. I've linked below to a video I made on this. So can we live a life without regrets? I honestly don't think it matters. I don't think we can make perfect choices throughout our life. What I do think we can is choose discomfort over resentment. Resentment is something that we possibly can mitigate throughout our lives, because what we have in common with that of the dying is that we also have moments of solitude when we're just with ourselves, by ourselves, with our thoughts. And that's really what matters, because that's gonna be with us till the end. So here's to living a resent-free life, choosing discomfort, choosing liberty.